Aye. Oh, how is everyone? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm gonna end up being. I'm gonna end up being one of those fucking people that watches videos on streams, and it's only today, right? And we're only doing it because I genuinely am quite curious about the PTR, and I haven't got around to watching it yet. If I don't watch it now, I'll just end up watching it later. So I may as well watch it now and save myself the trouble. We're not turning into some reaction channel. I just want to watch the video. I'm curious. I really want to. I'm enjoying Classic, but I want something to do in Shadowlands. Like, I want to actually be able to log into retail and have something to do. So I'm really curious to see if 9.1 actually brings anything. Oh, literally anything to the table that would be worth going back and messing around with. Oh. Oof. Like, I'll take anything at this point. Do whatever you feel like doing. Man, I just want something to do in retail, man, but there's just nothing at the moment. Like, I've done everything. I've done the raids. I've done all that jazz. I got nothing else to do there. I'm like, fuck am I farming transmogs? I'm already farming achievements, and that's enough for me. Oh. But yes, PTR is out, so we get to have a quick look at that. And this is a spoiler-free video, which is good. Wild Thought, play something else? Both of those things are silly options. Both of them. Both of them sound insane. I don't know what else I'd play for one. I was going to play Skyrim, and then I'm kind of just not keen on Skyrim at the moment. I might play something else at some point, but I just really want to be TVC ready, Dad. Like, I just need to get it done. It's kind of like I've set myself the goal, and now I need to get it done. If I don't get it done, I'll be annoyed at myself. I'll end up showing this again, but if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you're missing out. Look at this absolute unit that Nicole has been making. Right, you ready for this? Where's me? Look at the size of that thing. Look at that monster. That's a Yorkshire pudding. It's a goddamn Yorkshire pudding, and I can't get over the size of it. And apparently it's still growing in the oven. What an absolute monster. Honestly, I'm excited for that. That's going to be a pause in the stream. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll have this on while I eat my food. Nah. Alright, I don't know how loud this is going to be. It's also playing through the wrong speakers.
Ta-da! Hey, it's Soul with another video, and I'm going to present to you the
will the one who does not exist bring someone on stream? Yes. Very definitely.
9.1 Chains of Domination. We're going to take a look at some non-spoiler.
I love that I'm covering up the person that's doing the fucking coverage. That's my bad.
Impressions, and other such things, and we're just gonna, get right into it. As you can see, my character looks quite hideous with those awful pants, and you can also see that he's wearing
what the fuck? What the fuck is going on with these shoulders?
Are different from each other. Let me
Ew.
show you guys how this works. So, looks like we can now transmog shoulder pads.
Ew.
Yay! So we can have them look differently. We can have one visible on one shoulder while they're not visible on the other shoulder. That seems to be the way that goes. Let's take a quick look. So you can see right here, I can't move my stuff, but here, let's go over to shoulder, and there's this little checkbox here. It's a little, it's a little buggy right now, but if we check this box, it adds another slot here. That way, we can choose one shoulder here, and then go off to the other
kind of cool
and choose a different shoulder.
I like that a lot.
This shoulder here, or just
I just really wish he'd found a better way to demonstrate it.
Do I have the wings? I don't think I have the wings. We can get kind of weird and make it so one shoulder is like that, and then the other shoulder is like a slightly different tint, just to.
I'm on board with it. I'm okay with this.
Ourselves.
I'm very much okay with this. Really cool. More customization is always good.
For quite a bit. And now that we've done this, the next step, folks, is to do like.
Can we please get dyeing in the game? So we can dye our stuff rather than having to get different versions of the same fucking thing. Can I get this but dye it a different color? Can I take these but dye this purple? And have like a purple like tint or a green tint instead? Just some form of dying.
like, you know, different boots.
It's never gonna happen,
Like
but it's one of the best things
too,
in
so
Elder
that
Scrolls
way
Online.
I can have like, you know, one glove, like a Michael Jackson thing, or like
Got to deal with all
like,
these rather than
Mega
remaking
Man
them.
glove.
Like rather than make 12 different versions, just make one and let us dye it.
Not quite sure where it is. It's like somewhere around here. But if I can get one of the
Imagine how many less
the boots
transmogs
to
there
like
would be
one
to
of those
farm.
big honking ones. Here we go. Yeah, if I can get
Have to
one
do
glove
more
like
work
that,
with different tiers of
and
armor.
then the other one is
It
like
doesn't.
that'd be so
It means they'd have to
goofy.
do so much
It'd be
less
really
work.
cool too. But anyway, let's move on.
They'd have to do so much less work if they just made one thing and then let us dye individual parts of it. Because they just have to specify the bits we can dye, and then give us a color palette and let us do how we want. Not how this works. Make it how it works. Just give us a color palette and then be like, this specific slither of metal here can be any of these colors. And then let us do individual dye work.
Look at soulbind stuff.
I don't know.
This is
That would be better.
quite a bit as well.
I'd like to be able to dye armors.
It's bigger. It's like way bigger. In fact, it's
That's
so
a big tree
that I need to like move myself out of the way. So here we go. So the soulbind trees have gotten
That's a
quite
chunky
bit
tree.
bigger. You can see right here. This was the bottom row, and now
It's great. They've upgraded the soul trees. Do you really think they would make different armors? Not a chance. How would you distinguish the difference between mythic gear and normal gear? Different gear sets have 3 different sets of armor themselves, and then let us dye the sets. Rather than changing the color of those sets to distinguish, give us an entirely different set. Oh. Oh, hello. Hang on. I think you might exist in a second. Wait. Yep, you good. Holy mother of God.
I'm so proud of it.
Jesus Christ. I don't have words.
Hey.
I bet that's gone on Instagram.
Hmm?
I bet that's gone on Instagram. Not yet.
Some kind of pub.
Is there a lot of leftover? Like,
No, I popped it.
I was gonna say, you can always like dip it in some sugar. Okay, put it on camera. Yeah. I'm just getting past the section where Nicole's head doesn't exist.
Go get your mugs. Go.
Oh, one's gravy. Yeah, okay, right. Context time. Boosh. So Nicole had a thing where she really wanted to make a Yorkshire pudding wrap. Like she was really keen on it. So Nicole has made Yorkshire pudding wrap. Look at the heft of this boy. Like this is from the thing I showed you on Instagram 2 seconds ago. Look at the heft. Do you know how like I'm gonna have to slip into a food coma after this? Like, laughing on their end. There's no way I keep the stream going after this. I'm gonna eat this and pass the fuck out. And also, context of the mugs. I asked for a tea. Nicole made tea. But Nicole also made gravy. Oh, your face is in camera. Oh, you exist.
Saying I made.
Yeah, that's fine.
Also,
Okay. I'm not a 5-year-old. I do understand
no,
how
I
like
know
temperature
that you
works.
Think so, and this going to call it hot.
I just end the stream here. This is not only gonna take me a while, but like, good lord, I don't know how to handle this. It's gonna take you 32 minutes to eat and then pass out. No, you don't know how quick I eat. You don't know how quick I eat. I'm a speedy boy when it comes to munching. What I am gonna do is like probably like get rid of my camera and I'll just have background and I'll let the video play while I munch away at this because this is gonna. I don't know how to tackle this. This is gonna take some time. This is gonna take some doing. This is not a 2-minute job. Not a one-hand job either. I'm gonna need both hands for this. Use your hands. Chonk. Right. Well, we'll go on here and we'll leave the video running while I try and tackle this absolute fecking monster.
They added 1, 2, 3,
Jesus.
4 more rows, all of which are going to be unlocked with Renown, which I'm going to get to in a little bit. On top of that, there's also this
It's really hot.
enhanced thing. You can kind of see it towards the top here. All of these conduit slots are enhanced, and they shouldn't be. This is not. This seems to be a bug. This shouldn't be the case right now. These enhanced conduit slots, I guess that's supposed to be something that kicks in with Renown, but for whatever reason, all of them are active. So for example, Ringing Clarity for Paladins, Divine Toll has a 64% chance to do some cool stuff, but if we look at the original the original conduit, you can see that it only has a 56% chance. So what it does, it just modifies.
Is this not going to make us like Warlords of Draenor level of ridiculously powerful? Like realistically, this is a lot of extra shit. Like I thought we were already getting quite a good bit of shit. I mean, it's like 4 extra slots, but still, Jesus.
Whatever your bonus conduit thing is into something a little bit better. So here's another one. Golden Path, Consecration heals me for a piddly amount. And if I go over to the same thing, which is like somewhere around here, there we go, that heals for 245. So originally 245, now it's 277, slightly better. A small enhancement, and that's what conduits are. You know, between the different item level upgrades, it's not a huge difference that you get out of it, but significant enough to be like, yeah, I'll take this buff. Sure. You'll notice here that with these conduits, the layout is the same. You get a potency slot that everyone is going to get access to. It flanks off to the side.
Only way they can
get
justify plebs
an
beat
endurance
Jailer.
conduit
Fair
slot
point.
on one
Fair
side,
point.
and then your other choice will be a finesse slot of your choice. Haven't seen anything about new conduits yet. It's something that I might kind of sort of expect, I hope. But along with that, we also get other choices between different abilities. You can take a look at Wowhead for the different kinds of abilities that are available. But to be honest, who cares? Because those are going to change as we go from build to build. The takeaway: everyone's going to get an additional conduit slot, no matter the soul bind, no matter the covenant.
Oh,
You get.
you know, I really can't wait for this conduit system to come in place because I'm going to look at it, read what things do, and then immediately go over to Wowhead and pick my best in slot. What a waste of time. What an absolute waste of time.
Between endurance and finesse, and then you get a capper at the very bottom. All of this stuff is unlocked with Renown. Let's take a quick look at transmog appearances. Not the new transmog appearances for the raid have not come out yet, but we do have some stuff that we can look at right now. Cool. So everything's still looking good. So we have these different.
I'm not ignoring you. I've had to like I've had to resort to like knife and fork with this absolute behemoth. It is a monster of a beast. I wish I'd taken a picture of it first. Like I've drowned this thing in gravy too. Like Nicole gave me a mug worth of gravy, which is a lot. It's 2 people's worth of gravy, and I've just like Jesus.
Some way, not quite sure how to do it, but they all look pretty snazzy, and they look feature complete, aside from a few maybe things that they want to change, like this dangly here. I'm just gonna do this for about 10 seconds.
Make sure I reach my calories for the day.
So
Calories for the day?
Just a little bit of quick feedback. The little dangly, I mean, it's not like our character is gonna like dangle like that, but I think it needs to change. Yeah. Moving on to the other ones. This one, same difference, but this one's cool. I really did.
Oh wait, so I just realized, yeah, these are the new ones.
Look right over here. It feels kind of.
You look like a fucking Power Ranger. What am I looking at?
Some of the colors, but not a big deal. I still dig it. Ding dong, ding dong. Anyway, we have a Necrolord look right here. There are no danglies, and you'll notice here that there are different color styles of these.
That's so much better.
Get these. Blizzard is not sure either. You just see 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can see that these have different colors as well, which I dig. Some of these look pretty natural looking. Oh, this looks dope. This looks cool. Let's go back to this first one again. This reminds me of the Blood Elf heritage armor sets. And that's a poop kind of green. That is it's a little bit better of a tone. And
I kind of like that one. I'll be honest. I do kind of like that one. But I don't know. They're really not like tickling my fancy so far. Let's see. People didn't want to grind things to make the Heart of Azeroth more powerful, so they just rename it and make everyone enjoy it. Yeah, rename it, slap a new coat of paint on it. It'll be right.
And there is this other one here, which looks this looks better. Black is where it's at. We have this Kyrian looking one, I believe, and this one has both pants or skirt. Which do you want? Ooh, I like the black on that though. Ooh, that looks good. Ooh, actually, you know what this is?
Good color.
This ain't a bad looking robe.
I don't like the gauntlets though.
I like that look. You see, like these have like little finer details. Like the 3D effect that goes over the chest. Oh, I like that. That's cool. And it's got little wing hand thingamajiggers. Oh, this could match with so many different things. I like that. This tone is almost, you almost can't tell the difference. Okay, you can tell the difference, but you almost can't tell the difference.
I like it in black.
The black
That black with the wings.
and then pantsless. Okay. Now we have this this Night Fae version of it. This kind of looks familiar.
Yeah, it does look like the
Did
dual
we
deck.
see
Yeah.
something like this, like in the alpha or the beta, where people were like, "Oh yeah, this is the wait."
I'm sorry, but just Ardenweald got dicked over with their outfits. He looks like a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, but that is not like the shoulders, like not bad, but the belly out, the legs that don't go all the way down, the little ankle bracelets, the stupid horns.
Didn't we see
No.
something like this, like in
Not
the
on board
alpha
with
or the beta, where people were like, "Oh yeah, this is the wait." Did that bounce just now? It just woo, a little bouncy. Okay, this isn't as bad as like the dangly for the night for the. Actually, no, this is no, it is bad. Look at that. So the Revendreth one, or sorry, the Venthyr one, that kind of sways from side to side. This one like
This can't even do
shoots
cool armor
forward.
anymore. The thing is, they've got so many more people to make the cool armor if
Sorry.
they haven't already fired.
Sorry guys, I'm ruining the Night Fae for everybody. Just look at
No,
this
they were
one.
already ruined. Look at the
I like
state.
the colors though. I dig the colors. I would have appreciated different color antlers, but I guess that's the whole anima groove. Oh, the little face thing has danglies too. The animations aren't really gonna look like this. I'm just swirling it over like a crazy person. Let's move on, okay? Let's move on to Renown. Here we go.
Oh Jesus!
Here's something to anger you. There are going to be 40 more Renown levels.
Fuck off!
40.
Fuck off! Are you actually taking the piss? Are you telling me I've got to farm for 40 more fucking renown? Are you kidding? You know how much of a piss take that already was? You know how long it takes to catch up on renown? Not if I was to then want to go and get my other mage. If I want to go and get my mage to max level renown at the moment, it would take me about at least 4 weeks. Probably a little bit longer than 4 weeks. I'm out of fucking frame. At least 4 weeks. I don't want to have to farm new renown for another 6 weeks to then have to spend even more time on other ults than trying to get renown, so I'm not left behind. I don't want to get left behind because I can't play several... I mean, I can play several characters a week. I'm not going to want to. Everyone states a problem now with every expansion. Blizz just remove it and come and bring it back. Yeah, I don't want to farm 40 more levels of goddamn renowned on every character. That's 8. If I start a new character for Shadowlands, if I now want to roll a hunter, let's say I get really, really into the meta and I really want to roll a hunter. Or I want to roll a warlock. That's probably more realistic. I want to roll a warlock. And I'm like, yes, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it all like spec'd up. I'm going to go and pick my covenant. I'm going to love it. And then I have to look at the fucking renown list and go, right, I don't have 20 renown to farm. I don't have 40 renown to farm to catch up. I've got fucking 80 levels of renown to catch up on. Are you taking the piss? No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it at all. And then you're going to do it in every different covenant as well. I don't want to do it. Fuck no. There better be some amazing shit in here, because I don't want to do that. I really don't.
40, 42. Okay, let's do this. We have no idea what Renown 41 is. It's probably is not flight, although that'd be awesome. I think it would be pretty awesome if it was in fact flight. Renown, it appears that it's going to be...
Hot take. Absolutely it's not going to be fucking flight, because I'm not doing 40 levels of renown to then get flight. Apparently flight's going to be unlocked on every character. But then that would imply that you've got to unlock it on every character. Absolutely not. Fuck the renown system. I'm out. No. Not having it.
That we'll progress through Renown the same way that we always have, doing some weekly quests. Although the weekly quests that I do have currently do not award Renown, so that doesn't seem to be a thing yet. There might be a different mechanism that gets us through Renown. Not sure, but let's take a quick glance at some milestones. Like I said, there's not a 41. If 41 does unlock flight, I know that Ian had said that flight would be unlocked as soon as we finish the new Covenant campaign. However, the Covenant campaign is also gated by renown. So 44, we get a new chapter, 47, a new
Oh, for
chapter,
God's
50,
sake.
52, 56, and then I believe finally 59 is when we'll get the final chapter of the campaign. Now, if this
I'll make to
remains
log on
true,
to only do
it
daily
looks like
for another
if
6
you remember
weeks.
back in the day, if you remember way back in the day, we got a renown, 3 renown a week until we completed the Covenant campaign, and then it went down to 2, if you guys recall. So it looks like based on this, if we start some of the campaign at renown 40, let's see if we can kind of do this real time. So if we start at 40, 44 is when we get like kind of the next thing. 1, 2, 3, another campaign.
I have consumed that absolute monster of a feast. Allow me a good 10 minutes before I then pass out on stream and this becomes a sleeping stream. Right, I don't usually get super heated about things, but I'm really, really not happy about the renown thing. They already had to delay Shadowlands, like, the 9.1 for fucking ages. Like, they've already had to delay it a ridiculous amount of time, and now they're saying, not only have we delayed it, but you're also not going to progress through it for weeks. For weeks! We're going to give you nothing to do. We'll give you a couple of campaign quests, and then you'll have to come back in like a week's time at least just to get the next one. Oh, imagine the state of it. Oh my god. If they give us 3 renown a week, it's going to take us over 10 weeks to cap out again. I'm just not keen. I'm just not keen.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, kind of 3, same difference. 1, 2.
Hang on, what did that say?
1, 2, 3. So 1, 2.
New adventure upgrade available.
2, kind of 3.
Well, that was the smartest money farm ever. It really fucking is.
So it looks like
if you want to complete the Shadowlands that you've already paid for, like you've paid for this content, to even be here, to have the chance to play this, you've already paid for it. However, you're going to keep paying for it. You're going to keep paying for it for weeks. For weeks and weeks. And at least 2 months. We're going to stretch this out, this next 9.1 for at least 2 months. Maybe even 3. Because money. Because money.
There's going to be a number of weeks that
Yep.
we're going to be
Because
going
money.
through this campaign, and then
Pay us up for a teeny ass
maybe
bit of the
we'll
game.
reflect.
Yep.
Who knows? So let me count one more time because I'm doing the. I have no.
And you got to buy
Sorry,
2
guys.
months
So
worth
it's
of sub at a time as well now, haven't you?
1,
Or at least they're bringing that in.
2.
What was? Hang on. Sorry, I want to actually look at what these all are. Hearing campaign.
What?
Amount at 45. Surprised by that. It's another one of the phalanxes. World quest rewards. Increase the item level of your world quest rewards is increased. Yeah, the new raid's coming out, so they're gonna have to bump item level up a bit anyway. A tiny pair of wings. That's what I was interested in. Just another transmoggy thing, I guess. Soulbind upgrades. Soulbind upgrades. More campaign. Soulbind upgrades. More curing campaign.
6 weeks.
No, don't say 6 weeks. Say 2 months worth of sub. Say 20 quid.
Of the Covenant campaign, which may equal flight, among other things.
Say it's 20 quid.
Are you mad?
Say it's 20 quid and a shit ton of hours of your time.
Expect disappointment and other such things. But let's take a look at some other stuff that we get from Renown too, because it looks like every level is going to get us like a little bit of something. So we get a Soulbind upgrade. We
Not
get
interested.
access to the
World Quest
upgrades
Animal
to be able to go
rewards.
further down. That's totally expected. World Quest rewards based on this is that's going to go up. This little this looks like we get a pet thing. I believe that has something to do with Pepe. If Wowhead, the Wowhead article that we've seen recently has anything to do with it.
I don't even have Pepe yet.
Let's see. Let's keep going. This new adventure upgrade. No idea what it is. It might have. It sounds like it has something to do with the mission table, but I haven't seen anything new on that to suggest that anything cool is happening. At least not in this build.
I haven't done mission table in months.
I think there's okay. Here's another thing. World Quest Animal.
Game has gone to
Rewards.
shit
So
in
it
your
looks like
opinion.
there's going to be.
I've really, really enjoyed Classic for the simplicity of it. The reason I keep going back and the reason I keep playing it is it's not forgiving and it's slow. but it's so, at its core, simple. And I just really appreciate that. And everyone seems to just get along. I don't know, I just appreciate it a lot more. Whereas this is just, I hate so many subsystems that I can't sit down and do things without then having to turn the game off and come back later. They just said, for Classic, they're going to give us a thing that lets us store world buffs so we can actually play the game. And then, rather than having to wait for a world buff and log off until raid night. Oh, sorry, I got hiccups. So they're letting us actually play the game. We don't have to wait around for ages. They're letting us say, right, we realise that this means you've got to log off and come back later. We're going to take that out. We're just going to let you play the game. Doesn't matter. We're okay with it. This means that you got to keep logging in day after day after day, and you can't. You'll log in for 10 minutes. Go and do a fucking world quest, or 2 world quests, maybe even 3, just to get 1 renown, and then you'll just fuck off, and then do something else with your life, and then have to come back after day, and I'm just not keen on it. I hate dailies. I think they're the stupidest thing ever added to games.
So like right now, if we upgrade all of our,
it's my least favorite thing. I found out recently that TBC is going to have dailies, and I was so disappointed. I hate daily quests so much. Even if I am already logging into this game, let me play the game how I want to play the game. Don't make me then go out of my course to go and do a fucking daily. Don't make me go and kill 1 random elite and spend an hour doing it. Let me just crack on. Yeah, not a fan of dailies.
2.3, we'll get 3 additional.
Yeah, I'm pissed about this so far. I'm genuinely really annoyed about it.
Hey, you get 1 more.
Context, a cup of gravy is a lot of gravy, Nicole.
I'm aware.
I tried to pour it on while it was in my hand and I got gravy all over my hands. Yeah, I had to then go and wash my hands. Yep.
Oh, I've got like a quarter left, and I'm full.
Saying that, this t-shirt is quite tight, or at least it is now. I think it was fine when I put it on, but whoo.
When you say I'm heavy walking up the stairs, I'm pretty sure I'm even heavier now.
Oh, I'm at least 1% that wrap. I'm at least 1% that now, like body weight.
Yeah.
Mine's called Ernest.
Ernest?
Yeah, I earned him. That's good. Thank you.
I'm so full and laughing.
Ugh.
I'll join you for the food over there.
Yep. That's gonna be fun.
Hey, my head's
Those
cute.
anima rewards, so an extra
What?
35 or something like that. And there
For
are
like an
2,
hour.
maybe 3 of those upgrades in here.
You brought me a tea already.
One more thing I wanted to show
No, I'm
you
good.
guys that I saw
I already have that one
here.
still.
It had some, there's
Thank you.
extra stuff we could do. Let's see. There was something about. Actually, it is here. These soulbind upgrades. These soulbind upgrades. After a while, we don't. Just
pointless.
get new.
I've just had a thought that's gonna really upset people. So, 40 more levels of renown, right? 40 more levels of renown. Who is this gonna upset the most? Having to do 40 more levels of renown. Obviously, I'm pissed, but I'm a casual player. Like, there's certain things I have made my peace with, rather than having to chase Biss. But who's going to be really upset about 40 more levels of renown? Is it going to be the casual community? No, they're just going to have something to do now. Could be the mount hunters. No, I mean, they've got some mounts mixed in there. They're not going to mind too much. You know who's going to really be pissed off with it? PvPers and people doing raids. Imagine for a second that you've just hit Renown 40. Or you've been Renown 40 for months like the rest of us. And you've just gone in and you've gone, oh, there's a new raid coming out. Let's go beat up Sylvanas. And you get really hyped for it. And then you turn up to the raid. And, oh, you're not coming in. You're in the wrong covenant. Your covenant abilities are wrong. You're not coming in because you're Venthea rather than Kyrian. You're not allowed in. We're taking someone else's Biss. And then you have to then go and re-roll your covenant. And get, instead of it up to 40, which was already a fucking piss take, you've then got to go and re-roll and go up to 80 instead. Can you imagine the scenes? The absolute horror of not being able to get into the new raid and beating up Sylvanas because you're in the wrong covenant and you've got so many levels to grind out. Fuck.
That's what I was
Absolutely not.
earlier, when
Not keen.
these So eventually,
Not
all of these
keen.
are going to be enhanced. We're all going to get like a nice little bump up from what they were before. So I'm not quite sure what that means relative to, are we going to still get item level upgrades for these conduits? Because we're going to get another upgrade kind of for free just from renown. So it seems a little bit repeaty. Nope, repeaty is a terrible word
Repetitive.
to use. It seems a little superfluous. Nope, that's not the right word to use. But it seems a little bit too extra. You
It
get
seems
the word that
ridiculous.
I want to use. It's just not coming to mind right now. But it's just a little bit extra. But
What are
take
these
it.
new
It's
ones?
a nice
I don't recognize them.
little buff. Now, according to a Wowhead article, there are going to be Covenant-specific legendaries. I'm not quite sure what that means because it's not in for every class. If I hop into the adventure guide and... Okay, that's...
Covenant-specific legendaries. As if it wasn't already annoying enough to have class-specific and spec-specific, but now there's going to also be Covenant-specific. Oh my god, can we please stop putting so many fucking systems in place? Can we take back some of these fucking layers and just play a video game again? Seriously, dude. Please. Please.
If we hop into
Stop, Blizzard. Please.
Don't have anything in right now. I think certain classes do, but they're also Covenant specific.
No.
When it comes to these, when it
No.
comes to legendaries, that is, I know that the immediate reaction is like, oh no, there's gonna be another thing that's gonna make us want to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Just peel back the layers, please.
Because of a legendary, but oh no, I have to craft this legendary. Oh no, I need to get the.
Oh my god, yeah, more Torghast. Dude,
something
no.
systems on top of systems on top of systems, and I totally get it.
Yep.
I'm not. There's not too much of a reaction that I have right now because we haven't quite seen at least a full round of how those Covenant specific legendaries are going to work. But it looks like that something is coming, and it's up to us to give feedback on it.
Not keen.
As early as possible.
Don't want Covenant specific legendaries at all.
But like I said, we'll see. I'm taking a look at something on screen. I'll try to have it thrown up for you guys. There are supposed to be these... Something new with Torghast is coming. Something about stars as well as additional layers. So we're going to see at least
Is it
4
twisted?
more layers. We're seeing something about an 11th layer. If I'm looking at this correctly, I hope I am, because that seems...
4 stars on late.
But also
They're adding Mythic Plus. They're adding Mythic Plus to Torghast.
It may have something to do with needing a certain score, or you might have to meet certain sub-requirements in order to...
It's gonna be Mythic Plus Torghast.
Kill every mob inside, or something like that, or hit some switches, who knows. But it looks like there's going to be some sort of way to make Torghast harder. So
God damn it.
Thing about stars,
God damn
might
it.
mean something that we activate where it makes Torghast even harder. I have a feeling that that's kind of the route that they're going to go. So, for example,
Mythic Plus
there's
Torghast.
going to be 3 more layers of Torghast up to layer 11. That's going to mean, for the most part, more Soul Ash. Whoop-de-doo, we get more Soul Ash. As for these stars, though, achieving stars or something like that, this may have something to do with if you activate layer 11 plus, with 4 stars on top of that. That's going to be like, the mythic, the mythic 15 version of layer 11. And if you complete that, then you get who knows what.
So what we're thinking, buffed bosses, do it within time, buffed enemies, and...
for prestige and cosmetics. More
God, who even knows? I found a secret item that was kicking about somewhere.
Soul Ash to feel routine, kind of like a chore, something like that. But as for these stars, I'm hoping that this is more of a, like I said, like a prestige.
I haven't done
something
Torghast in
extra
weeks.
That is not necessary
I haven't.
at all. And finally,
I don't
while
see the point
don't
anymore.
have this on screen, it doesn't seem like it is ready to be debuted yet. It looks like some version of Raider IO is going to be built into World of Warcraft. So there was a
Do I want Raider IO inside of World of Warcraft? I thought it was hard enough to get a group already. Like a good dungeon group. I thought it was already hard enough. But for them people to just have an easier option just to look at your name and go, nope, don't want him, and flick you away without even giving you a chance is going to really, really suck. Like, I'm not going to be grinding out dungeons. My Raider IO score is going to be awful. But the casuals just give us subs forever. Literally. Like, I don't do many dungeons, but I'm alright at them. I'm alright. I can push 10s. Like, that's not great. It's not incredible. But I can push 10s on my tank and on my mage. But I don't want to do them constantly to then get a good score in hope that I can then get another group. I don't want to be running them so that I can run them. Like, I just don't want to have to build score and effectively build player rep to then be able to play more Mythic. Just to then maybe push a key higher. I'm not keen on that. And they're just making it easier for people to turn you away. And I'm just kind of... I get why they're doing it. I do get why they're doing it. Raider.io is a useful tool. But it's just another one where I'm just not that keen on it.
A recent tweet, I'll try to pull it up. A recent tweet by the
You just have to do
Raider.io
something
team that
to do it better.
They have been talking and they're working
Yeah.
a system together that is supposed to be very similar to how Raider.io works right
I don't
now.
want to run...
I have very mixed feelings
Whatever.
about this. I'm very mixed about how Raider.io is.
I like
a
dungeons, but
involuntary
I
system,
don't want to have to do it like
system
that.
where people just can look at your history without, you know, whether you give them permission or not, and they can look at your history of wipes and not wipes, but your
Oh, there's it.
and your clears. And
Cheers for the
highest
look again,
key
dude.
obtained and things like that. And,
Good to have you around, dude.
I'm weirded out by that. We haven't seen anything.
It's just me getting very rowdy about
can't
this.
Really say much at all, except that I'm just a little worried about it. I prefer to have like a more organic social system where people just, you know, talk to each other rather than using UI and data
Another
metrics
subscription-based
like
game
that.
is sounding
totally
much better than WoW.
There is a place for it because it's a big problem when you have the wrong people trying to.
Oh, there's new ones coming out soon. We've got Outer Worlds and all that. Is it Outer Worlds? I can't remember what it's called. There's new ones coming. Ashes of Alar or something. No, that's a pet. Or a mount, rather.
I am looking forward to seeing how this
Ashes of
works.
Creation.
I'm prepared to be disappointed, but I'm still eager to, you know, I'm still looking forward to what's to come. So that is my very early look of what is going on in patch 9.1 so far. I know it's very little that I revealed because
RuneScape I'm coming back.
Spoilers.
Never played it.
I didn't want to really get into much of anything. Actually, there is one more thing. There is one more thing to add. That is not exactly a spoiler, but after the intro of the 9.1 campaign, so basically within the first 45 minutes to an hour, you'll be able to mount in the maw. You'll have access. You can get on your
Pretty happy we can mount in them more. I'll be honest. Pretty happy we can mount in them more. I mean, I'm a demon hunter main, so I just fly everywhere anyway. So it's not a problem, but I'm pretty happy about that. I can't lie. That's gonna be a lot less time spent in there. Much to do, and it's all meaningful. Yeah, I mean, I'll try it out someday, maybe. It's not my style, though. Right, well, 9.1 is looking... I don't know what to tell you. It's certainly looking like something Blizzard would put out. I'm excited to have more to do. I'm just disappointed that the things that I'm going to have to do so far just look like another grind. You know? Yeah. Right. Moving swiftly on. Would you look at that?